Scotty, nice to be back playing footy at the top level. And first of all, what was going through your mind when you seemed to roll your ankle and hobbling around for a little bit?
Yeah, great to be back playing footy again at the top level. It's been a long time since I've had the opportunity, so I was unfortunate about the result, but good to be out there nonetheless. And yeah, the ankle wasn't too bad. I've done that in the waffle previously, so just a little stinger and was able to walk it out and run it out, so it wasn't too bad.
You had a couple of games of waffle, but did you feel like you were up to the pace, or do you think you'll need a couple of games just to get going?
Yeah, I was back there for 4 games, so it took me a couple of games just to get my minutes up in the waffle, and I think I played 60, 70, and then built to a full game. And once I got to that full game, I thought I played pretty consistently in the waffle and got some good numbers. So yeah, I was grateful for the opportunity when it came.
Tough initiation to come back in to Paddy Ryder yesterday where he was going so well. How did you find that contest?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, Paddy's obviously a great ruckman and probably just about the All-Australian ruckman this year. He would go pretty close, I think. So it was a good challenge to come in first up, and definitely, I can see where I'm at compared to him. And yeah, I think it was a tough challenge, and he did get on top a bit, but hopefully I can just build on my performance, and next time around I can kind of do what he did to us, really.
Midfield's changed since you last played, and your ruck combinations changed since you last played as well. How long do you reckon it's going to take for you to work out who you hit the ball to, when you're going in and out?
Probably a couple of games, yeah. I don't think I was going to come in and dominate a game straight away, so hopefully I can just build that chemistry and work with these guys like Mitch, who I've never played with before, and yeah, just build on what we did last year, and hopefully it doesn't take too long.
There's a lot of fans talking you up as almost a saviour, given you've spent so long out and there hasn't been a recognised ruckman there. How does that feel as a player, knowing that there's so much responsibility on your shoulders?
Well, I'm happy that people put faith in me to carry the ruck load whilst Nick is out, but the challenges for me is just to get my body right from week to week and try and perform consistently. So obviously I wasn't quite up to it yesterday. I think I can still build on it, and I can still take my game to another level. I know that.
I think you played about 55% of game time yesterday. How long till you can get it up to, say, 80% or something like that?
It's probably going to take over the course of 3 or 4 weeks until I build up to a full game. But yeah, I'd started, I think, yesterday playing maybe 70% of the game time all up, and that'll just build. And they count my contests and stuff like that in the ruck and aerial contests as well, so that'll all build in the coming games.
Scotty, how did you pull up for obviously the ankle, but it's a bit different playing waffle footy compared to AFL, and obviously that long break. How have you pulled up? Yeah,
pretty sore. Pretty sore after every game really that I played this year, even if it's in the waffle. But yeah, I think the body's not too bad. The club's really good at looking after us, so I'll do all the right things during the week and get up for the big game this week in the Derby.
Is there room for yourself and Nathan at the moment to have a double partnership, or do you think it's you and Nathan pretty much fine for that one spot?
Well, last year Nick and I both played, the same position that what Bards and I are doing now. So there's definitely room for both of us. I think it's just a matter of building that chemistry and working out how each other plays and stuff. So like I said before, it was only our first game together. So for us to go out there and dominate straight away against a quality ruckman in Ryder, I think would be silly to think. So we'll build on it, and yeah, we'll be better for it.
Did it feel like a tall team again? Well, you might have looked a bit tall out there yesterday. Did it feel like you were a taller team than you, a lot of the big blokes out there?
I don't think it's any taller than usual. I think last year Nick, myself and JK played in the same team, and I'm not sure. I think it'd probably be smaller than yesterday with Vards and Drewy. So we've played taller before and it's worked. So I think, yeah, we just need to work on that chemistry.
You'd be probably rapt that Aaron Sandlands won't be playing this weekend. Although Darcy's been a terrific player, Sandy probably poses a bit of a different proposition for you in the Derby.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate for Sandy. Obviously a great player, and I would be lying if I said that I wasn't a little bit happy when he went down, because he's obviously a great ruckman and very hard to play on. So it's a very big game this week coming up, and we got to assess the game from yesterday and build on it, and come out next week firing.
Have you had a chance to look at Sean Darcy, and how he's played in recent weeks?
Yeah, I've seen him a little bit, watched him over the past couple of weeks, and he's only a young kid, but he's doing pretty well. So You know, it's just like anyone in the AFL now. There's no easy opponents, and yeah, he's going to be another challenge, but one that we'll be ready for.
Sides slipped out of the 8. How critical is it to get a win this week? There's only 7 weeks to go.
Yeah, very, very big game this week. So I think, you know, it's such an even comp. Everyone's been saying it all year, but you know, you've got to win all the games you can to try and play finals, and every week you're probably playing for a position in the 8. So we know that, and yeah, we've got to come out and win this week, definitely.
Were you one of the guys watching downstairs, Scotty, watching the Dockers game before your game?
No, I wasn't. I was getting my prep ready, getting my shoulder right and my knee and that, so I was doing my own thing.
Did you get a chance to look at any of the match? Did you see the Dockers in action?
No, I didn't watch any of it, sorry mate, no, not at all.
Did you hear about that young fellow Ryan Nahas? Nahas, is it? Nahas? Nahas. Oh, yeah.
Robert Nahas.
Mate. Have you heard him, Scotty?
No, I haven't actually. I didn't watch the game. Is it the guy who kicked 4 on debut, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, no, pretty good. Pretty good from him. I think he was defender as well, so don't know much about him, but I'm sure we'll do our homework this week and I'll know a lot more in the coming days.
Will you need to do a lot of homework, because here we go. There's Cox and there's Luke Ryan, and then there's guys that you wouldn't, I don't know if you would have seen him much or even played against him in the waffle.
Yeah, well, I think, you know, a lot of guys haven't played much footy this year, and last year I was, you know, a bit injured for, you know, probably the back end of the year, so definitely need to do some homework on some players, and, you know, work on the losses that we've had this year. So, yeah, Freo definitely have some players that are up and coming and probably not as well known, but yeah, just like any week, we'll do our homework and make sure that we're ready to go.
Scotty, the side's come under a bit of pressure or scrutiny for maybe not being the quickest side out in the park. Freo, obviously, they've got a fair few young players blessed with speed. Is that a concern, or how do you go about stopping a side that does move the ball quickly and does have speed?
Well, there's plenty of different ways that we can work with our game plan just to try and stop that, but I think the biggest thing for us is just the contest. So we need to win the ball in the midfield, and I think that's where we slipped away a bit yesterday. We weren't quite as clean as we would have liked, and Port were really clean after the stoppage, and if we can do that against Freo without Sandlands in there, giving them first use, I think that'll go a big way to us winning. So I think yeah, they've got some really classy players like Walters, he's up and about, and Brad Hill and stuff as well. So we need some guys at the club to have big games this week to nullify them for sure.
So yesterday you could apply that pressure for, you know, majority of the end of the first quarter and then halfway through the second as well. But how do you then go about doing it for a full game? Can you just flip the switch and do it, or do you need everyone to step it up as well? Yeah,
I think you know, if we had played 4 quarters yesterday, we definitely would have been a chance to win the game. Definitely just slipped in the second half, but you know, our best is good enough, but it's just sustaining it for 4 quarters, and yeah, we definitely need to work on that during the week and assess a lot of things with the coaches and other players and stuff. So we know that 4 quarters of footy is what we're after.
Record at home's not as good as it has been, Scotty. 3 losses in the last 4 games. What do you put that down to?
Well, I think, like I said before, it's pretty even comp, but we've played some quality sides over here, and I think you know, in 2015 we probably beat those good sides at home and made a bit of a fortress over here. So we let a couple of games slip at home, and you know, we've got some work to do on the road and stuff as well. So there's no easy games this year, and you know, Port are a quality side, so can't take that away from them.
Yeah, is that a concern? If you do want to play finals, you probably do need to be winning most of your games at home.
Yeah, I think, you know, we've probably got to win at least another 4 or 5 games just to secure a game in finals. So yeah, we definitely need to win all the games at home, but we need some work to do on the road as well. So there's no easy games, and yeah, we definitely need to keep winning.
Scott, with being so consistent, we saw the Dogs last year come from 7th to win it. Is it one of those seasons now you think that could become the norm if you get there, and due to the inconsistency of the season, that anyone can win it? Yeah,
I think anyone can win it. I don't think anyone knows definitively who's going to actually win the grand final this year. So I think it's up for grabs for a lot of teams. There's probably, you know, 12 or 13 teams fighting to play finals. So it's exciting for us. We know that we can still play finals and have an impact. So we're building towards our best footy, and I think if we can get it right, come to the end of the year, we'll have a good crack at it.
Does it feel like if Josh comes in that one of the tools will have to go out, whether it's one of the ruckman or it's through Petrie?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Luckily, I'm just a player, mate. I'm not a coach, so I don't make those decisions. But yeah, I'm sure Simo and the coaches will look at it. Obviously, JK is going to come in and hopefully have a big impact for us because we need him. So, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see.
How frustrated were you at the start of the year? You came off the knee, you were ready to go, and Nick was going to be out for most of the season, so it was your big opportunity, and then you go down early again. Was that a real frustrating time for you when you could have had a real impact on this season?
Yeah, definitely really frustrating. I think I really wanted to grab this season with both hands and show the competition that I was a genuine #1 ruck in the comp. But you know that happens in footy. Some guys get injuries, and you know I've been labelled a bit of an injury-prone player at the moment. But I've had 2 surgeries in almost 7 years, which is pretty unheard of for most footy players. I think they've probably averaged about 10 after 7 years. So to be called injury-prone and stuff like that, it's a bit you know frustrating, like I said. But you know I can only do what I can do, and unfortunately, coming back from the knee, I'd popped my shoulder out straight away. But you know, worked my butt off to get back, and really happy and grateful that I could get back in the team yesterday.
So is this your big opening now? Do you view it as your big opportunity to really show how much that you progressed?
Yeah, well, I think I just need to build on my consistency and just build on performance week to week and get my minutes and contests up. So, yeah, like I said, I just want to really grab the season with both hands, and I'll hopefully build on each performance each week.
Scott, this week's being marketed as Rural Round, celebrating all things country footy. What do you think of that concept?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I'm from Smoky Bay, little place outside of Sojourner in country South Australia, about an 8.5 hour drive west of Adelaide, so about as country as it gets. So it's really good. I'm not sure about some of the kits on Fox Footy and that when they are dressing up in all the country gear and all that kind of stuff, drinking from the mugs and that. But yeah, great concept. You know, country people, great people. So yeah, I love it.
Are there any boys at the club that really pride themselves as playing from the country?
Oh, there's probably an obvious one in Shannon Hearn, about as country as it gets. Bunga, pretty simple, so it's good.